Hello, virtual teachers. Mr. Pez here. All right, we're going to talk about lobby controls. So this is to prevent things like students kicking each other out, students starting meetings before you're ready, and things like that. So what you're going to do first is you're going to be in your class. As you can see, I'm in my test class here. And you're going to go up to Meet, and you're going to go to the little arrow button down there and go to Schedule a Meeting. Now you're going to call it whatever you want, and you are going to fill out the stuff the way you like it. Now there's something a little interesting here is that the actual settings that we're looking for will not appear the first time you schedule the meeting. You first have to hit send, let it load for a second, and now you have to go into the meeting, into the options. So there's two ways to get to this. The first one is find it in the channel where you are and go to these three dots and go to view meeting details. And now you can go to meeting options. The other way to do this is to find that meeting in your calendar. And you can see I have a whole whack of them, but there's my meeting right there. You can click into it, go to the expand, and then again, you can find meeting options. So that's just two ways to find meeting options. Now, when we click meeting options, we'll be taken to a page that looks like this. Now, the first setting here is we can see who can bypass the lobby. This is who can get into the call without entering a lobby. So right now we have it selected as people in my organization and guests. So this means that anyone with a public board email or a student.publicboard email will be able to get past the lobby. Now, obviously, if you don't want your students to be able to go past the lobby, this isn't ideal. So what you need to do is press only me. This will make it so that only you can bypass the lobby. However, here's a warning. This also means that other teachers, administrators, even the director, none of these people will be able to bypass the lobby. So if you have an occasional teacher come in for you, well, they won't be able to get past the lobby, and they'll either have to create a new meeting or they'll have to get you to let them in. Or you can change the setting the morning of so that they can get into the lobby. So just a forewarning there. All right, now if we scroll down, we can go who can present. Now what this means is who, when they come into the room, is a presenter. A presenter is someone who can share their screen, kick other people out of the meeting, mute other participants. So that's great if you don't mind having everyone able to do that. But a lot of teachers want to limit that, and they don't want to manually change everyone over to an attendee when the kids first come in. So what you can do is you can click on that arrow and make it only you. This will mean that only you are a presenter. Now, I just want to give you another forewarning. Same thing as the lobby. This means that only you can bypass it. If you have an occasional teacher come in and they try and go into that meeting, they will be an attendee and not be able to share their screen. Now there is a button here that says specific people. However, I have found this doesn't actually work very well for us. We can't actually use this yet. It is a feature that's coming and hopefully it comes soon, but it doesn't quite work. Okay, so once you've made these changes, you just hit save and you get out of it. Now, your meeting's good to go. So I'm just going to join the meeting. And here's the thing that I just want to point out. So if you're in here and you've decided, okay, you no longer want to click check next to everyone who's trying to come in because you're in there and you're monitoring it, you don't want the lobby anymore. You can actually access the meeting options in this whole interface here. So go to the three dots, go to meeting options, and then now you can change it again. So what you want to do is now you can change it so that everyone can bypass the lobby, and you can change it who can present. So if you don't want the kids going on before you in the morning, you can set up a lobby. Then once you start the class and you don't want to be fiddling around with accepting people to come into your class, just change who can bypass the lobby to everyone. Just makes it a little bit easier on you. Just a forewarning, when you set the meeting options differently inside of the meeting, that goes for the entire series, right? So when you repeat a meeting, that's the series. So if you change the options inside of the meeting, that's going to change it for everything. So what you need to do is at the end of the day, when you are done and you want the lobby to come back for tomorrow, you need to go back into bypass the lobby and go back to only me, right? And if you changed the who can present, you need to go back and change it back to only me, and then you can press end meeting. And then that's going to make it so that all of the meetings, right, all of these are connected by series, all of these will go back to have the same settings. So just to repeat, when you change the meeting options inside of the meeting, it changes it for every single one of these meetings in that series. So you have to change it back. Okay, I hope that helped.